Before we get into this video is sponsored by Pro Guides. If you are dedicated to improving as a player, I highly recommend you check them out. Link in the description.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Sorry, dude, there's not much I can do.
It's not your fault.
Found him.
Yeah, got him, boy.
Yeah, if he walks on up. He's gone.
The night is my veil.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mickey C, aka TheLoLHounds, and today we have a build guide on the highest ranked and best LoL skill Evelynn player on the NA server. Now, the highest ranked player and the best LoL skill player are actually two different accounts. However, I am almost 100% certain it is the same person using both accounts, as they both go for exactly the same build, use the exact same masteries and runes, and also have the exact same jungle path. So the summoner name is Jezcp, I think that's how you pronounce it, and he is currently ranked 237, so pretty close to challenger, and has a 60% win rate on Eve with over 200 games. The other account, named Baked Plantains, has 100 games on Eve with a 78% win rate and is currently Diamond 2. So I'm assuming that is his Smurf account. If they are not the same person, well then I guess there are two people using exactly the same build with pretty decent success. Now, I did find a stream of his, however it looks like he hasn't streamed since season 4, but I'll put a link in the description anyway if you want to check it out. Anyway, this video will focus on his runes, masteries, item build, and skill order. He goes for a full AP build, and you can see from the one shots on Voyboy how much damage it can do. Most people who play Eve, or AP Eve anyway, go for a AP health type build where they build items such as Hextech, Protobelt, Rylai's, and Liandry's, but not this guy. He goes for a full AP build with items such as Deathcap, Zhonya's, and Lich Bane. So without further ado, let's get into this build guide. So first of all, his summoner spells, he takes Flash and Smite. Now, a lot of people do take Ignite on Evelynn, however, the games I spectated, he doesn't really look for invades or early cheese kills on the enemy jungler. In fact, for the most part, it looks like he avoids the enemy jungler as much as possible, because I feel like Eve loses 1v1s a lot of the time, especially to the meta junglers such as Graves, Kha'Zix, and Rengar. So that's why I believe he takes Flash instead of Ignite. It just suits his playstyle a lot better. Runes and masteries. Masteries, he goes with a standard 12-18-0 page, with his keystone being Thunderlord's Decree. You guys can just pause the video and copy it if you want to. As for his runes, he takes 980 reds, 9 armor yellows, 9 AP blues, and 3 AP quints. Recently, he has been taking 4 scaling ability power yellows with 5 armor yellows. However, I just recommend just sticking to the 9 armor yellows, as it is better for Eve's early game clear, and you may not be as efficient with her clears just yet. Now onto his item build. So starting items, it is very important you start with the Hunter's Talisman because of the healing you get from it using Eve's Q, which is on such a low cooldown. As for his first back, he looks to get a Dark Seal with boots and blue smite, which will then build into his first core item, which will be Runic Echoes. Depending on how much gold he has, he may get Moby boots before finishing Runic Echoes, but usually it will be afterwards. His next 2 core items will then be a Lich Bane followed by a Hextech Gunblade. Now, most Eve players prefer the Hextech Protobelt instead of the Gunblade, as it gives more health and survivability. However, Hextech Gunblade provides more damage and healing and probably makes it a lot easier to one-shot the squishies, and as I said before, he very much prefers that damage in his items. His remaining 2 items will then be between a Deathcap Zhonya's or a Guardian Angel. Usually it will be the Deathcap and Zhonya's as it gives more damage. He doesn't really consider any other items. Sometimes he would upgrade his Dark Seal into a Medjai's. However, by the looks of things, it doesn't look like he does it very often, even if he gets the 10 stacks on Dark Seal. As for his skill order, he starts Q, then E, then level 3 gets W, maxes Q first, E second, W third, and his ultimate whenever he can. Finally, we will go over his starting jungle clear. So from the games I spectated, he always started bot side, then did wolves followed by the next buff, getting level 3 and then looking for a gank. He seemed to do this in every single game I spectated. The main thing to point out is on his first clear, whenever he passes the raptor camp, he will start spamming his Q on the raptors as he passes the camp and not actually killing the camp. The reason you do this is because you get a ton of healing from Hunter's Talisman, basically just spamming your Q. Essentially, you will be pretty close to full health if you do this by the time you start your next camp. It is a pretty common strategy known to Evelynn mains, so I'm just letting you guys know in case you didn't know. It really helps with Eve's first clear, as her first clear does kind of suck. Also, basically what he does when he clears on Evelynn is auto attack, run back Q, auto attack, run back Q, and then just keep repeating that process. As for his playstyle, like I said before, he doesn't look for invades too much and prefers focusing on ganking lanes, often ganking the same lane a few times in a row when they don't have flash. Also, I notice in mid to late game team fights or skirmishes, he actually holds onto his W when engaging unless he is 100% certain he can get the reset, so then he can use his W to escape if he doesn't manage to clean up the kill. Anyway, that pretty much does it for the video. That is the highest ranked Evelynn and best low skill Evelynn on the NA server. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, drop that like button, and as always, have a nice day.